Now, the only qualified person to be able to diagnose whether or not he has schizophrenia says, you have schizophrenia. You need to take the medication, and his worst fears are going to come to light, right? He's going to have to leave his family. So at this point, honestly, I didn't come to this conclusion until the very last time I watched this film, which I watched it 4 times in the last 2 weeks, is that in my mind, there's no doubt. There's no doubt in my mind that this guy just has schizophrenia.
If Noah had gone to see a therapist, I think the therapist might be putting him on some major medication. You know, I don't think he's having premonitions. I didn't think so from the beginning, middle, or right now. I think honestly, I'm like, why are you telling him to go on a vacation? I'm like, take him right in. Say like, hey, send your wife and kids away for a nice vacation. We're going to take you here. We'll give it a week and see how things go. You know, why you say go to the beach, doesn't make sense to me, but hey.
I mean, probably maybe to have that one moment, that last moment of like normalcy, you know, like, hey, do one more thing with family, because like essentially he's going to be put away for a little bit. Like he's going to be away from his family for who knows, indefinitely.
God forbid he has a psychotic break and axe murders his entire family while they're on this vacation. I can't imagine. Oh my God.
Or he goes away to the beach and that there's a storm with oil that comes out of it. And now, is he ever going to go to therapy now? What's going to happen?
And there's a tsunami on the
No one
horizon,
goes to therapy
right?
after the storm.
One of the most important parts of that scene, I think, or for anybody watching this, is we note that the wife doesn't leave him. The family doesn't leave him. They're going to have to be away from each other, perhaps, but she's clearly still there for him. And I think that's just a very sweet thing.
I think this is the coming around of like, okay, you're going through this, and no, we're not leaving your side.
We'll make it work.
Agreed. And, you know, Jeff Nichols, the writer-director, spoke to the same thing, right? Is that they leave this ending ambiguous, right? The daughter looks out to the horizon. She sees a storm or tornado coming down. The wife, Jessica Chastain, walks out. She sees the storm, and then a tidal wave starts growing on the horizon coming towards them. And then it starts to rain. We have the oil rain, and it's coming down. It's hitting Jessica Chastain on the hands, and then she looks out, and they kind of both give each other a look, and you don't really know what's happening. Here's Jeff Nichols, writer-director, talking about this ambiguous ending.
I wrote it purposefully to be somewhat ambiguous, and I'd like it to remain that way. Now, that being said, for me, because you can't talk about an ending without talking about the whole movie, hopefully, and for me, this film, at its heart, is really about marriage and commitment and communication.